Imagine being in your 80s or even your 90s, still bending down to tie your own shoes, walking outside without pain, or spending time in the garden on a calm morning. Not as a goal, not as a dream, but as your normal, everyday life. For many people in Japan, this is exactly how they live. They're not just living longer, they're staying mobile, independent, and confident in their bodies. And here's the part most people don't realize. It's not because of special medicine, perfect genetics, or spending hours in the gym. It comes down to a simple daily movement ritual. Short, intentional stretches that keep the joints moving, the muscles engaged, and the body feeling awake, even after 70, 80, or 90. Today, I want to share 7 of these Japanese longevity movements with you. Each one takes just a minute or two, but practiced consistently, they can completely change how your body ages. This isn't about pushing your limits or trying to look fit. It's about freedom, the freedom to move, to breathe fully, and to live with dignity. Stay with me to the end because the final movement is one of the most powerful of all. And before we begin, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to welcome you. Let's get started. The reason behind this longevity is often misunderstood. It isn't advanced medicine, special supplements, or rare genetics. The real secret lies in a simple daily movement ritual that Japanese elders follow almost without thinking. These movements are gentle, purposeful, and repeated every day, which keeps the body awake instead of letting it slowly shut down. They help joints stay mobile, muscles remain active, and the nervous system stay connected to movement. Over time, this consistency sends a powerful message to the body: you are still needed. Rather than pushing harder, these elders move smarter, using small actions to preserve strength, balance, and freedom. This approach proves that results don't come from intensity, but from intention and repetition. Aging doesn't have to mean doing less. It can mean moving differently. If this perspective resonates with you, subscribe for more science-backed, senior-friendly movement ideas. Leave a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. I'd love to hear your experience and keep the conversation going. What makes these daily movements especially powerful is how they blend traditional Japanese wisdom with modern scientific understanding. For generations, simple stretching, floor movements, and mindful postures have been part of everyday life in Japan. Today, research confirms that these same movements improve joint lubrication, circulation, muscle activation, and nervous system function. They gently load the body without overwhelming it, which is exactly what aging joints and muscles need. Instead of isolating muscles or forcing intensity, these movements work with natural movement patterns the body recognizes. This combination helps reduce stiffness, improve balance, and maintain coordination as the years pass. The result is a body that feels more fluid and responsive rather than tight and fragile. By honoring both tradition and science, this approach offers a practical way to support healthy aging without complexity or strain. The true purpose of these movements is often misunderstood. They are not meant to sculpt the body, burn calories, or push physical limits. Instead, their goal is to preserve freedom of movement, personal dignity, and the ability to live independently for as long as possible. Being able to bend down, stand up, reach, and move without fear matters far more than appearance as we age. These daily movements support the small abilities that keep life enjoyable and self-directed. Walking without pain, getting out of bed easily, and moving through the home with confidence. When these abilities are maintained, people stay engaged in their routines and communities. This approach reframes exercise as self-care rather than effort, focusing on what truly matters in later life: comfort, confidence, and the freedom to move on your own terms. One of the most powerful aspects of this routine is its simplicity. Each movement takes only 1 or 2 minutes, yet together they can significantly influence how the body ages. When practiced daily, these short sessions keep joints moving, muscles engaged, and circulation flowing. Rather than overwhelming the body, they provide just enough stimulus to prevent stiffness and decline. This makes the routine easy to maintain, even on days when energy is low. Over time, these small efforts accumulate, gradually improving mobility, balance, and overall comfort. the body responds not to intensity but to consistency. What may seem insignificant in the moment becomes transformative over months and years. This approach demonstrates that long-term health does not require dramatic workouts, but steady, mindful movement woven naturally into daily life. One of the key movements in this daily routine is the cobra pose, which plays an important role in counteracting the effects of aging posture. As we get older, many people naturally round forward, compressing the chest and placing constant strain on the lower back and neck. This posture can affect breathing, balance, and even confidence. The cobra pose gently opens the chest, strengthens the muscles along the spine, and restores extension that the body slowly loses over time. More importantly, it sends a clear signal to the nervous system that upright posture is still safe and supported. Practiced daily, even briefly, this movement can reduce stiffness, improve breathing, and help the body feel more aligned and stable throughout the day. If this kind of simple, purposeful movement speaks to you, subscribe for more senior-friendly, science-backed wellness guidance. Leave a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. I'd love to hear how you're taking care of your body today. Another essential movement in this routine focuses on the calves and ankles, areas that are often overlooked but critically important for balance and circulation. In Japanese daily practice, gentle calf stretching, often done against a wall, helps keep the ankles flexible and responsive. This matters because stiff ankles limit how well the body can adjust to uneven ground, increasing the risk of trips and falls. The calf muscles are also sometimes called the body's second heart because they help pump blood back up from the legs. When these muscles are tight or inactive, circulation slows, leading to swelling, heaviness, and fatigue in the legs. Regular calf stretching improves blood flow, reduces stiffness, and enhances stability during walking. Over time, this simple movement supports steadier steps, better balance, and a greater sense of confidence while moving through daily life, especially on stairs, slopes, or uneven surfaces. The pigeon pose is another key movement that Japanese elders naturally benefit from, especially for maintaining healthy hips. As we age, the hips tend to become tight and restricted from years of sitting and reduced range of motion. This stiffness can affect balance, shorten stride length, and place extra stress on the lower back and knees. The pigeon pose gently opens the hips, releases tension in the glutes, and restores mobility in the pelvis. This improved hip freedom allows the body to move more smoothly when walking, turning, or standing on one leg. It also supports better posture and reduces compensations that often lead to discomfort. Practiced regularly and within a comfortable range, this movement helps maintain confidence in movement and prevents the feeling of rustiness many people associate with aging. Healthy hips are central to stability, and this simple pose plays a powerful role in keeping daily movement fluid and controlled. The downward dog is often seen as a yoga pose, but in daily life it functions as a full-body reset for aging joints and muscles. This movement gently lengthens the spine, stretches the backs of the legs, and decompresses the shoulders and neck, areas that commonly hold tension as we get older. By shifting the hips upward and allowing the head to relax, circulation to the upper body improves, which can help reduce stiffness and mental fatigue. Downward dog also reconnects the arms and legs through the core, reinforcing coordination and balance. When practiced comfortably and with support if needed, it helps restore range of motion without impact or strain. Over time, this movement encourages better posture, smoother transitions between positions, and a greater sense of ease in the body. Rather than pushing limits, downward dog gently reminds the body how to lengthen, support itself, and move as one connected system. The cat-cow movement serves as a gentle, daily reset for the spine and nervous system. As the body ages, the spine often becomes stiff, not because of damage, but because it no longer moves through its full range regularly. Cat-cow restores this lost motion by guiding the spine through slow, controlled flexion and extension. This helps lubricate the spinal joints, improve posture, and reduce morning stiffness. Just as importantly, the movement is synchronized with breathing, which calms the nervous system and improves coordination between the brain and body. Over time, this connection supports smoother movement and better balance. Cat-cow is not about stretching aggressively. It's about reminding the spine how to move fluidly again. Practice daily, even for a minute or two. It can ease back discomfort, improve mobility, and help the body feel more relaxed and responsive throughout the day. The butterfly pose focuses on opening the hips and inner thighs, areas that play a major role in balance, posture, and comfortable walking as we age. Tightness in these muscles can shorten your stride, pull the pelvis out of alignment, and make simple movements like turning or stepping sideways feel unstable. Butterfly pose gently restores mobility in the hips without forcing the body, helping movements feel smoother and more controlled. It also encourages slow, deep breathing, which calms the nervous system and reduces tension. This combination of physical openness and mental relaxation makes everyday movement feel safer and more confident. Practiced regularly, even for a short time, it supports steadier walking and better overall comfort. If these simple movements resonate with you, subscribe for more science-backed, senior-friendly wellness guidance. Leave a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. I'd love to hear which movement feels most helpful for your body. The child's pose serves as a moment of restoration within this daily movement routine. As we age, the nervous system often stays in a constant state of mild tension, especially if the body feels stiff or unsteady. Child's pose gently releases the spine, hips, and shoulders while signaling the nervous system to relax and reset. This posture reduces pressure in the lower back, eases tightness around the neck, and allows breathing to slow naturally. Unlike more active movements, its value lies in recovery and regulation. When the nervous system feels calm, balance improves, coordination becomes smoother, and movements feel less rushed or fearful. Practicing child's pose regularly helps counter stress, lowers overall tension, and creates a sense of safety in the body. This calm foundation supports all other movements, making the entire routine more effective, sustainable, and comforting, especially for older adults who want to move with ease rather than strain. An important principle behind this routine is that you don't need to do every movement to see benefits. For adults over 60, consistency matters far more than quantity or perfection. Choosing just 2 or 3 movements that feel comfortable and repeating them daily is enough to create meaningful change. This approach reduces pressure and makes it easier to build a habit that lasts. When movement feels manageable, it becomes part of daily life instead of something you postpone or avoid. Using simple supports like a chair, wall, or cushion is not a sign of weakness. It's a smart way to protect the joints and keep practicing safely. Over time, these small, steady actions accumulate, improving mobility, balance, and confidence. The goal is not to work out, but to keep the body responsive and capable through gentle, regular movement that respects where you are today. Another key lesson from this approach is that support and adaptation are signs of wisdom, not weakness. Many people stop moving because they believe exercises must be done perfectly or without assistance to count. In reality, using a chair, wall, cushion, or folded towel allows the body to stay safe while continuing to practice movement. This is especially important as joints become more sensitive and balance changes with age. By adapting movements to your current ability, you remove fear and reduce the risk of injury, which makes consistency possible. Movement that feels safe is movement you will actually continue. Over time, supported practice often leads to greater confidence and improved ability, sometimes reducing the need for support later on. The priority is not how the movement looks, but how it feels in your body. Adapting intelligently helps protect long-term mobility and allows you to keep moving daily without stress or pressure. At its core, this daily movement routine is about respect for your body, your history, and the life you want to continue living. Aging does not mean your body has failed you. It simply responds to what it practices each day. By choosing simple, mindful movements, you send a clear message that your body is still worth caring for and capable of change. These small daily rituals are not about pushing limits or chasing youth, but about preserving comfort, confidence, and independence. Over time, they help you move with less fear, more ease, and greater dignity. You don't need to do everything perfectly or all at once. Starting small is enough. If this message resonates with you, subscribe for more senior-friendly, science-backed wellness guidance. Leave a comment below with your age and where you're watching from, and tell me which movement you'd like to begin with. Your story may encourage someone else to start moving with confidence.